I'm going to be showcasing my entire setup and everything that I have on it, kind of the details on it, and how much it costed. So something about my setup that I really like to share is that it is considered a budget setup, because a lot of the things on my setup I got for free. A lot of them, well, most of it was obviously gifted to me because I am an unemployed loser, so a lot of this stuff I did not buy except for a couple things. But besides that, if you don't have the privileges that I do, you can still achieve this setup. Something that I like about my setup right now is that it is still in the beginning stages, so this video isn't just going to be me showing you everything that I have in it, but it's also going to be a starter point for me to kind of look back in this video in the future when I upgraded it even more and be like, wow, that's where we started. So this is not the very beginning of my setup. I think I have a couple pictures I can show you guys of where my setup actually was like beginning to be made, and I have a couple tips that I can share on that. Number one, if you want to start making the transition from from console gaming to PC, there's a couple of things that you can do that will help you save money and kind of like have that transition be easier, because I know a lot of us start on console. That's what happened with me, and then I later went to PC because it's better for me and my playstyle and what I like to play. So real quick, I can just tell you that start your console setup on a desk, because the most expensive items when it comes to making a setup is honestly the desk and the PC itself. Everything else, and the keyboard, but my keyboard is super cheap. You don't need a fancy $200 keyboard, and I'm going to show you guys that, but those are really the only things that are like super expensive. So let's get into it. So I do not have any kind of like RGB lighting yet, because lights are like 50 to 100 bucks. So right now for lights, I literally have this lamp that was gifted to me, and then I have my cup of water that I always have on my desk, some coffee from this morning, and then I have this Xbox Series S, I believe is what they're called now. When it comes to my desk itself, this was from D-Land Home. It is a 63-inch desk. I wanted it to be very big because I do plan on getting 2 monitors, and this is what this desk is made for. This desk is $136, but it does go on sale pretty often, but it's not like a big sale. Like right now it's on sale for 12%, which, woohoo, big sale. But I do really like this desk. The only thing I don't like about it is that it gets dirty very easily, but that is my fault and my fault only because it is white. It was very easy to set up. The material, I don't actually know what material this is made out of, but it's I almost want to say it's metal. On the listing it will have what it is. I have like a stain right there, sorry. On the listing it will say what it's made out of, but it is not like a wood desk at all. It's a pretty heavy desk, but it was really easy to make and set up. Back here I have a Flying V hub, charging hub, I believe they're called. It is pink. It has 4 little like ports that you can charge anything on it. I really like this. It charges my mouse pad and a lot of other things, and those are pretty cheap. They're $17. I got this clock. It's just a normal like charging clock. I don't know what brand this is from because it was gifted to me, but a good brand you can get these from is Mosito, and they are $26. And then I have this hard drive from that brand. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because I probably will say it wrong, and I think this is, I don't know how much is in here, but I know it's roughly half a terabyte. With that information you can tell how much storage that is for the Xbox Series S. I do recommend getting a storage for your console eventually because they get full super fast. And then I just have this black monitor stand, have my monitor a little higher. I cannot give you guys the link for this exact monitor stand because I got this gifted to me and I cannot find the link for it. This was like a special case thing where my sister got it for free from this campaign she's a part of. I don't even know how much I'm allowed to say about it, so that's why I'm kind of like very niche about it, but my sister got it. And it is on Amazon, but the listing for it is still very new, so I cannot find this listing for you. But there are other monitor stands on Amazon. You just look up a monitor, like a wood monitor stand, because this is what it is. Mine is in black. I do plan on painting it eventually, but there are some on there for like 18 bucks. And this monitor stand did come with a shelf underneath. I don't know if you guys can see. If you can see the little like metal plate underneath there, that was supposed to be for a shelf to go inside here. I did not like the shelf because it was like really cheap looking and it just took up space that I didn't want, so I just didn't put the shelf on. Next are my controllers that I have. I only have 2. There was no reason why anyone should feel the need to have more than 2. I know some people like to collect controllers or buy a lot. You only need 2, okay? If you have 2 consoles, you only need 2. Even if you have a PC, you don't need an Xbox controller, a PC controller, a Switch controller, and then, no, you only need 2. So, I have this one that is like the only Xbox controller I have ever seen that is cute and like a really good color where you don't have to customize it. This is $60, I believe. And the reason why you only need 1 controller and any other controllers for any other console is because you can use an Xbox controller on a PC. I don't know if that's like unknown knowledge, but yeah, I just use this when I want to use a controller on my PC. I don't need a PC controller. And then I have this amazing Legend of Zelda Switch controller for my Switch. I'm not sure if you can use Switch controllers on PC, but either way, I need 2 controllers because one for my Xbox and one for my Switch. And I love this controller so much. And this one, I think, was $50. I know Switch controllers run cheaper than normal controllers, which is really nice, but I love this controller so much. And then I do recommend getting some kind of controller stand for your controllers. This one is a Power A. So this controller used to charge controllers. It was like a charging station for them, for Xbox Ones. But I don't have the batteries for it anymore. So I just use this to like hold my controllers. I don't use this to charge them at all. But yeah, repurposing things. That's another thing that a lot of people with setups don't do. You do not need to buy a new controller stand. You might have something in your house that you can use to hold your controllers. But yeah, it like perfectly holds my controllers. And if I really wanted to, I could also paint this later so it can go with my setup. So this is a My Melody RGB mouse pad. I always have stains on this side of my mouse pad. It's not from food, it's from like water because I don't currently have any like cushions to put my cups on, so that's why it looks like that. I try to scrub it once a week, but it kind of always looks like that no matter how much I scrub it. So I've just been not putting my cups there anymore. So don't put your cups on your mouse pad, okay? But this is a $22 mouse pad. I love it. It puts my entire setup together. If I didn't have this mouse pad, my setup wouldn't look as good as it does, in my opinion. And then I have this Micro Digitally Yours keyboard. It is a pink keyboard. I love this keyboard. I do not like big keyboards. I like the smaller ones like this because I do tend to like, I do that with my keyboard and I play on it like slanted. And if I had a big keyboard, it would just get in my way. This keyboard, dude, I love this keyboard. It is only $20 and it sounds like this. It doesn't sound like anything special. But it also doesn't sound bad in any way. Like, I like it. So this is another thing on my setup where I can't really like link you guys directly to it. But it is a leaf wrist rest that I got on Amazon, and this is another item where it was like something my sister got me, so the listing to find this is really hard. This is a CyberPower mouse that came with my PC. We'll go into detail on that last. I just have some Vicks here because I'm obviously sick. I'm sure you guys can hear it in my voice. And this is where I hold my Switch. I don't have anything really cool for my Switch or any kind of cool accessories because honestly it's expensive, but Eventually I will plan on modding it out, making it look all cute and pretty, but no, this is just a normal switch that I have. This is my mic stand. It is about $44. I really like this mic stand. I don't think it's worth the money though. This is $43, which is considered cheap for mic stands, but I have no reason why mic stands are so expensive. In my opinion, there is no reason why this needs to be almost 50 bucks. It originally is $60. My mic itself is cheaper than this stand, which is just insane to me. But yeah, if you do plan on getting a external mic for your setup, the mic stands are very expensive, so look out for that. But if you don't want to buy a mic stand, this is, I'm sure you guys seen this like all over social media. It's a very popular mic because it is a great mic. But it is from Moano, I think is how you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it. This is a $30 mic, and it is absolutely amazing. Everything that I'm saying, you can kind of trust me on this because I am a very small YouTuber, so I'm clearly not being paid to say this. So if there was anyone to trust on the internet about this mic, you can trust me. This mic is only $30, and it is so good for $30. I use this mic in a lot of my voiceovers, so if you have seen any of my other videos and you've heard the quality of the voiceovers, this is from this mic. It is amazing. And then if you're a streamer, this is also like a 10 out of 10 mic, because if you are using OBS, you can make your settings in OBS make this mic sound like oh my god, like just so good. This mic also comes with a mic stand, so if you don't have a mic stand or you don't want to buy one because they're super expensive, this one comes with one. It's one that like sits on your desk. It's not a fancy one like this, but it still works. And it has RGB on the inside. It has a voice suppression, I believe is what it's called, and you can mute and unmute up here, and you can change the lights using this button. But yes, I love this mic. It is amazing. And then these are, what are these? These aren't my headset. These are my partner's headsets that I use. Oh, these are Rigs. The Rigs 400. I believe they're like 60 bucks. Great headset as well. These lasted years for him, and now I'm using it because my headset didn't even last that long. So these are great headsets. So this is an Acer monitor that I have. It is a 1440p monitor and 27 inches, and I love this monitor. It has HDR as well, which I also really like. So it is kind of pricey, but it's also not that bad for a 1440p monitor. And then here we are getting to the end. I have my pre-built PC. Before I get into that, here is just some calico critters that I put up on here for little decorations. And then I have a cinnamon roll lamp, which I try to have him mostly on the corner so that he's not affecting any of these vents up here, but he is a little big. So this is a CyberPower PC, Gamer Master Gaming Desktop is what it's under on Best Buy. It's got 16GB memory, a 4060 in there, and it came with a 1TB, and then I can also upgrade more storage in there. Roughly $1,000. In my opinion, it is a really good pre-built. I know a lot of pre-builts kind of get pooped on, and I know that a lot of them have really bad cooling, but I haven't had any issues yet with this PC. This thing can run any game that I want. I know I have Roblox on the side, but I also do play a lot of heavy graphic games like Helldivers, Overwatch, Valorant, and I think that's like the best examples I can. That's about the games that I've played that are heavy graphic on this PC, but it can run anything that I want to play. So it's really nice, and it's great for the price, especially because you're getting a 4060 in there. And then lastly, I do have this Joyfly chair. But before I rant about this chair, I do want to say something real quick, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm not grateful for getting this chair as a gift. I love this chair. I will probably never upgrade this chair unless it gets broken somehow to the point where I can't even use it. But I do want to be honest with you guys, and I don't want to be telling you guys that, oh, it's amazing and it's so worth the money and this and that, because I don't want to lie to you guys just because this was gifted to me for free. I'm going to be telling you my opinions on this chair as if I bought it myself. I think this chair is either $100 or $200. I'm not sure, but I believe it's about like $150, like in the middle of that. I have a bone to pick with this chair. I always feel bad when I say this because this chair was gifted to me. I did try to reach out to this company, by the way, to do a collaboration with them, and I think they just ghosted me, so you're about to get the tea on this, okay? Now listen, this chair is very cute. I love it. It is great for the budget, but I do recommend just saving your money for a really good chair, even if it's super expensive. I know some of the best chairs out there are about $400, which is just insane to pay something like that for something that you're just gonna sit on. But I promise you it's worth it, because if you get something on the cheaper end, you're just gonna have to upgrade it later on, because these don't last forever, okay? The thing about this chair is that it's either, maybe it was an issue that I had, but maybe I didn't tighten the screws good enough or what, but these get flimsy over time. They don't ever stay firm. I mean, this one hasn't had much of an issue, but it's because I don't push on this one as much as I do that other one. But these will eventually start to get wiggly, and then you're gonna have to go in later on and tighten it. The only thing that sucks is that I lost the tool to tighten these, so I cannot tighten it at this current moment. This chair was very easy to put together, I will say that. It has a unique look to it. Not a lot of bunny chairs look this cute, in my opinion. I love the color of the pink that it has. The leather too is really good for how cheap it is. But of course, with any cheaper chair you buy, the butt cushion is not going to be comfortable. Okay, that's my big thing about this chair. The butt cushion is not comfortable, and I'm on this chair a lot. If you're someone who doesn't game as much as I do, or you don't sit down at your desk as much as I do, that won't be an issue, but for me it is, because I'm always on this chair. And another thing is, this chair is not balanced. And when I say not balanced, I mean if I put most of my weight, first off, this has a leg rest. Okay, so that's nice. It does have a leg rest. But if I put all of my weight, like if I'm using the leg rest and I put a good portion of my weight on this end of the chair, even if it's just here, I will fall. I've fallen before in this chair one time from doing that, and I never again will I trust this. And before anyone says anything, I weigh 112 pounds, so it's not like I'm a very heavy person, so that shouldn't be why I ended up falling over. There was no reason why this chair should not be able to support 100 pounds. Okay, that's the bare minimum, okay? But yeah, something with this going on, this middle part, it's just not, either I didn't tighten it enough, or it's just not centered very good at all. So my initial take for this is, if you do not have the money to buy a really good chair, and you're not gonna be, like, you're not like a serious gamer, you just kind of get on for a couple hours and get off, yeah, this is a good chair. But if you are a serious gamer and you're gaming like all the time, I just recommend saving your money and getting something that will last a long time. But that is my entire setup, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Just a little bit the real thing. You're the good treasure, my missing piece. Good as gold, yeah, that's guaranteed. Give a little bit of loving. Just a little bit the real thing. You're the good treasure, my missing piece. Good as gold, yeah, that's guaranteed.